And when they pulled up, it was over.
Go back to when, say Signal, go back to Signal 99. Okay.
Give me a light. So
I ain't gonna lie, this good as fuck.
So the Signal 99, when they pulled up, when they pulled up, Miss Kathy and Big Mama, they locked themselves in the house. Yep. So it was like an hour standoff. They get him out the house. They take me down. I go to 5th District. That's the 5th District. Yeah, I go to their district. And right there on Grand and Salem.
The one that was right across from McDonald's?
Right across from McDonald's in 76 at that time.
Mm-hmm.
I go there, you know, they asked me what was going on and I tell them, you know, that bitch was trying to fuck our day up. And they like, I'm like, yeah. You know, so they thought it was a well orchestrated, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling them like, man, listen, man. And then I remember vividly the cop that got killed, that they got the $250,000 out for right now.
What you mean?
The cop that got killed.
Oh, the black dude?
The black dude.
What's his name?
I forgot his name, but he was the one that was questioning me. Cause the cop was telling him that I was trying to grab the guns, and he was asking me like, was you trying to grab her gun? And I'm like, yeah. I wanted to see what kind of gun it was. And you know, he looking at me like, I'll never forget it. It was him and Charles Bailey and Childs.
Okay, who Charles Bailey?
Frickin' Frack.
Okay.
It's Frickin' Frack, Charles Bailey, the fucking cop that got killed. All of them, we was all in the same room.
And these are Negro cops?
Yeah, all Negro cops. The one that got killed, Charles and Bailey.
Okay.
It's Charles and Bailey and the fat black one, and then Charles, and then the one that got killed. These are the 3 cops that's sitting here, and they, luckily, them was the motherfuckers that was questioning me. Right? Mind you, I'm 9 years old. So I'm telling them like, yeah, I was trying to grab the gun, you know, and they in there like, and at that time it was a black lady who ended up, I cannot remember her name, but she was a lieutenant. And she had a little office on Main Street, cause after that incident, she made me start coming over there doing community service anyway. So yeah, after that, it was like I was kind of turned out. You know what I mean? I wasn't scared of the police. I'm right in front of them. You know what I mean?
In the same room?
Same room. I started realizing
they regular people.
As a juvenile, you can get away with murder. You see what I'm saying? I just tried to grab a police officer gun, and what they did was they hit me with alternative programs. Instead of sending me to jail and all of that, they like, hey, you know.
He needs help.
He need help.
At 9 years old.
So at 9 years old, I was placed on probation.
Who's your probation officer then?
Wayne Gilkison. He was a fairly new motherfucker, cool, young white motherfucker. I was on probation for him for like a year and a half, 2 years. So about 10 or 11, I was like 9, June. Yeah, I was 182, yep.
Let me ask you this real quick. After you try to take the gun from the police lady, what was your next crime you committed?
Stole a bike. There was Dino NSX.
Ooh.
Dinos.
Where you find that at?
Yeah, I found it at Putt-Putt.
On Main?
On Main Street. I was at Putt-Putt. You know what I'm saying? And I seen the little white boy pull up, put his bike on the bike rack, and go in there and watch. And play the games. I'm looking at this bike. It had mags, pegs, everything. The whole steering wheel going around. It wasn't no way. And mind you, we walked up there.
Had that in there.
So guess what? His niggas had other bikes, Huffies. They had the Huffies. So it's 2 Huffies and a Dino.
Oh, so you're balling, huh? You balling, huh?
Yeah. So me and Dion and Raymond and Lil Curly. Shouts out to Lil Curly, rest in peace. Curly Shoecraft. all 4 of us, we was up there, and we all made the move to take the bikes. Unfortunately for Curly, he grabbed a mountain bike, and the mountain bike was on 5th gear. And you know, if you know 5th gear, you got and the motherfucker came out once they saw us grabbing the bikes. They came out, and he got caught, and that's how we caught our first case.
Now this your second case.
The second case. So they like, he brought him straight to the house. It wasn't his fault.
It's kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, no kids, man.
I had a receiving stolen. I played down to receiving stolen property. So I did like 5 days. No, I did a weekend. I got caught that Friday. I did Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday I went to court.
Who's the judge?
Dorsey. Judge Dorsey. He was fairly new at that time. He was coming in for the other judge. What the fuck was Kuntz?
Kuntz.
He was coming in for Kuntz.
Okay.
They was like running head to head at that time, but Dorsey, he gave me 2 weeks. At that time, if they feel like you need some, they give you 14 days.
Okay.
They give you 10 days, but it's 14 days because the weekends don't count. You do 4 Saturdays. You do 4 Saturdays and Sundays that don't count is what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
It's 10 days, but those 4 Saturdays and Sundays don't count, and trust me.
They call those business days.
Worst fucking days in your life. I'm on Unit 1, they send me to Unit 6. I'm down there with Big Gary and Dewberry. Everybody know Dewberry. He got his head look like this. You see what I'm saying? So I do my 14 days, I get out. Like I said, I'm on probation, so I'm with Wayne Gilkerson. I go down to the 5th Street, I'm down there with my nigga Capone and a few other niggas I can't, reveal like that. But
Who Capone?
Antonio Jones, wild nigga. It's where I met him at, on 5th Street. He got 50 20s and da 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 da.
Hold on, I remember when I first met you was kicking with Capone on Brad Street.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
But this when I first met him.
Gotcha.
He down there with Shabazz and shit. So, the bikers hit the street, and everybody thought they packed. That's how it was back then on 5th Street and Williams. The bikers hit the street or the police hit the street. Motherfuckers thought they packed if they already got it stashed. And the police pulled up, and they just happened to snatch me, and I was next to 56 bags, 25 boys, 25 girls. That was 50. So they bag me, they take me to juvenile. Boom. The 14 days.
That's out of the way.
Huh?
That's out of the way. 14 days.
That you're done. You're doing that anyway. So what they did was they sentenced me to Pathways. This was in 93.
But how old are you now at this point in time?
93, I'm 11.
So you done caught 3 cases.
I'm at 93.
Okay.
93, I'm in Pathways. I'm in there with Duker, Armstrong. I'm in there with Jeff Dixon. I'm in there with the Mackey boys, Robert Mackey. Shouts out to Robert Mackey, Jeff Dixon, Duker. We all in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to play a dope fiend to go to the drug programs. Well, I did like 50, 60 days in that motherfucker, and I took off. I had a court date because you still going to court, you still going back and forth to court fighting your case. So basically, they they took me to court. They wanted me to plead guilty to possession. If I plead guilty to possession, they're gonna keep me on probation and let me do a drug treatment program and so forth and so whatever. But mind you, and this time it's the summertime, and on our way downtown, I see my Uncle Reagan's. He's walking downtown. He got on some Pumas and shorts, and he looking good. He got the Gumby, you know what I'm saying? And I seen him. I'm like, Reagan's, and he got that boy. What's up? Got that boy? Yeah. And
big shout out to Reagan's.
Big shout out to
hold on, man.
Big shout out to Reagan.
Yeah, tell them about Reagan's though, real quick, man.
Oh, man, hold up, man. Let me get to Reagan, man. He had me so geeked that once we went to court, I turn around, I tell the escort, I'm like, man, slap me through my hood one time, bro. It's the summertime. And at that time, we stayed on Clement and Grand. Fucking, it was called Winsler Apartments. And the motherfucker took me, bro.
Okay.
Coming up Rosedale.
Y'all in the van.
We in the
at
van,
the court.
Pathways van.
Okay.
We coming up fucking Rosedale. We come on Rosedale, we turn on Superior. We turn on Superior, it's the first left. Boom. I say, man, if this motherfucker turn on Wednesday, man, I'm jumping out. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why. It was just a nice old summer day, man. I'm like, and I see my girl too. I'm like, oh shit. We turn on Wednesday.
Who's your girl? Who's your girl?
Man, listen, man, I can't, man. She married right now, man. I don't wanna, you know what I mean?
For sure.
Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
So we hit Wednesday. And mind you, Wednesday ain't nothing but a little script out this big, man. And just going through that motherfucker, everybody out. That time the summer was the summer, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And man, we rolled through that motherfucker and everybody came out the door. My auntie Anna and, you know, my sisters and my cousins, everybody. So, yeah. And when he turned on Grand, we turned on Grand and we ran past my grandma's house. And my grandma stayed at 1505 Grand, right there, the 2 houses from Winston. When we turned on Grand, we made it to Rosedale, and I seen Mikey Vaughn and motherfucking Mikey Vaughn and what the fuck is they brother's name, man? It was all three of them, Mikey Vaughn and it was all three of them.
Okay, they all three brothers.
They all sitting on the porch. Yeah.
Summertime.
Man, what
got
up,
bagels
bro?
in their hand.
Mikey Vaughn and man, what the fuck is their brother name? It's the third brother. Everybody know what the fuck I'm talking about. Mikey Vaughn and their other brother, man. And them all of them sitting on, cause their other brother died on James H. McGee in a car wreck, man. So the motherfuckers, man, I jumped out. I jumped out. He's like, man, do this to me. I'm gonna get fired. I'm like, man, you better pull off. So I tell him to shoot this bitch up. I'm talking about, he like, Melvin. Mikey Vaughn and Melvin. Melvin stuttered a lot. And when I told him what was happening, because everybody know the Pathway van, bro. Everybody know that motherfucking van. So Melvin like, nigga, you better pull off, nigga, before we fuck this van up. And that's all I did too. And that motherfucker, bro, he like leaned over, because I left the door over. He like leaned over and closed the door.
Damn.
Man, you know, yeah, man, real talk, man. Shout out to Melvin. So, as soon as I get over there, Mikey was their oldest brother. He like, nah, don't come over here.
Off rip. You already know what's going on.
Don't come over here.
Don't come over here.
You know what I'm saying? Vaughn like, cause I bullshit you not, bro. Swear to God. I didn't catch my first case with Vaughn, but I got caught up with Vaughn in a fucking a bus. They didn't charge me with nothing. I'm actually the motherfucker that, and Vaughn can tell you, I flagged the fucking undercover down. And I'm the one that told Vaughn, like, hey, bro, he's trying to spend 20.
Where y'all at though?
We on fucking Grand.
Okay.
This was at, this before I caught the case on.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Before I caught the case, me and Vaughn and Melvin and Mikey, we was in the view.
Mm-hmm.
And fucking Vaughn, he sold to an undercover. This is his first case. He ain't never caught a case before that. That was his first case. The fucking undercover rolled through in the van and I flagged him down and he pulled through the alley and Vaughn went over there and served him. When Vaughn went over there and served him, the fucking police came from everywhere. And they like, it was me It was Von, me, and Lil Juan hosting. Shouts out, rest in peace to Lil Juan hosting. It was all three of us. And they made us all get on the ground. And they got Von. And they caught him with the dope. And, you know, they realized we was juveniles and they let us go. Yep.
Okay, I'm going to ask you this before we end this segment. Just being in the streets and the game, pretty much your whole life, because I met you when you was probably about 15.
Yep, 97.
Yeah. How many people you know that have been close to you that you done lost? How many funerals you done been to?
Shh. Bro, I'm gonna be all the way honest. I'm gonna close it with this, bro. I've been to more funerals in the past year.
No, fuck the year, man. I'm talking about period, though.
Period. Bro, some little dirt shit. I'm talking 30, 40, 50 niggas, bro. You know, nah, I'm not exaggerating. Like, I was cool with all these niggas, but from where I came from the view to the past, I give it about 50 to 60 niggas, good niggas. Some, you know, some niggas live the game the way they live it, and, you know, but a lot of good niggas died, man, and I'm talking, man, 50 to 60.
Can you name some of those good niggas, man?
Man, I'll be here all night.
I'll just name a few of them.
Just a few. We talking.
That the game that took.
You know, first and foremost, you know, shouts out Messi. You know what I mean? Messi, DeMarcus Good, Capone, you know what I mean? Joe, Brandon, Mario, you know, we talking Tolly, TJ, Bear, you little Jermaine, we talking Lil Ron, Lil Buddy, you know, we talking Corky, you know, we talking, you know, back in the days, we talk, you know, my first funeral I ever went to was Renee Hostin.
Who?
Renee Hostin.
Who was that?
Renee Hostin, Juan Hostin, Marty Hostin.
Okay, what happened to her, just real quick?
Shit, she was, you know, actually that was like my first girlfriend type shit. And she went over to Pop's house over there on College. And we was going to Ivory Coast that night. Ivory Coast. Coney Island. It was Ivory Coast or Coney Island, one of them motherfuckers. And a nigga accidentally shot her in the head, man. His name was Terry Clemens. Jerry or Terry Clemens.
You was with her?
Nah, I was actually at the house. My sister, Tanika, and Shaquana, and Donna, and Mika Davis, the Davis girls, Kia Davis, Mika Davis, Donna Davis, Shaquana, and Tanika. You know, they was all getting dressed and doing their thing, and somehow Renee ended up over there at Pop's house. And the Jerry, he one of the twins, Jerry, Terry, both of them dead right now. One of them died in the county, the other one died on some other shit. But he accidentally shot her in the head, man. Yeah, man, killed her, man. 1993, man. Man, fucked my whole world up, man. We had to literally, bro, we Dickie boots and I said Dickie boots, Dickie suits and Jodeci boots. And you remember that Gangsta Lean song?
For sure.
That, man, I hate to hear that song to this day. Like, that shit was real back then, my nigga. I was 11. You know what I'm saying? This is for my homie. Yeah. For some strange ass reason, that fucking shit dropped right when she died. Literally,
everybody
man,
playing.
Man, literally, man. OG Gangsta Lean. You see what I'm saying? So it was like, damn. So, you know, once that happened, it was like, damn. And then the next person died. We talking, 90, 95, Chico. You know, we down on Williams in third. Shouts out to Johnny Trigg and Martinez and all of them, because they all ran together. Kevin Crawford, Amos. all of them. But Chico, man, he got killed behind KFC, man, early on.
How old was he?
Man, Chico was like, man, we was the same age. Chico was like 13, 14, man. Tried to rob a spot, man. Niggas killed him, man. Yeah, man. Right behind KFC on Gettysburg.
You say he was 13 trying to rob a spot?
I wouldn't say. This was in like 94.
But I'm saying he was a kid.
If I was 94, I was 12. He can't be no more than a year older than me, 2 years older than me. Him and Messi was the same age. You know what I'm saying? Chico, they ended up charging Kevin Crawford and Amos Oglesby. They ended up charging them niggas with his murder. And I ended up in the joint with Kevin Crawford in Cuyahoga Hills Boys School. And that was in, my first time going to the joint, it was in 95.
So you been in DYS?
I was in DY, yup, Cuyahoga Boys Hill, yup. Yup, with Kevin Crawford for that shit. Yup, he was like the second motherfucker that I know that died. You know what I mean? And then it just started, you know what I mean?
Trickling down.
Yeah. Yup. Damn, man, that shit seems like it was yesterday. Word. So after that, Bobby McClin, the Detroit boys came down here. And we was, I'll never forget that.
What you mean the Detroit boys came down here?
Detroit boys came down here and they tried to take over Arlington Courts. They tried to take over on Chickahominy. Back in them days, right, we used to have to get up in the morning because we was going to school on Gettysburg. So we had to walk in packs. And there was a whole lot of gang shit going on. And I remember getting up in the morning, going to school, seeing Bobby. I remember seeing, his name was Bobby McClin. He was selling dope. He was like a young ass nigga selling dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, or if he wasn't, if he wasn't selling dope, to my knowledge, I thought he was selling dope. If he wasn't selling dope, he was just a made ass, young ass nigga. Cause I'm telling you, bro, that nigga had it made. I remember seeing that nigga, cause back in them days when you get up in the morning and you go to them bus stops, my nigga, trust me, it was popping. You knew who was who and what was what. And I seen him and he doing his thing, you get what I'm saying? And fucking, we go to school, and when we was in school, cause he went to Patterson Kennedy, and he was Mr. Craig's stupid. Mr. Craig, Mr. Edwards, and Mr. Scarborough. And anybody of my age know who the fuck Mr. Scarborough, Mr. Craig, and Miss Edwards was.
What school was this?
Patterson Kennedy, right there in Wyoming. Yeah. Anyway, they announced it over the announcements. They like, yep, this just in, Bobby McClin has just been murdered. Yeah.
That's what they said on an announcement?
Over the announcements. Anybody that was in Patterson Kennedy asked them, bro. Our bus was 63. It was blue. 63, it'd take you through Hilltop in Arlington Courts. That was the bus he rode. 32, I'm sorry, I said 60, it was 32. You know what I'm saying? And that motherfucker, it'd go up fucking, it'd come up Dearborn to Hilltop, and it'd go all the way down to McCall, and then to make that left on McCall. See, back then, McCall, it didn't have that highway right there. You get what I'm saying? It had a street that you turn, and then you come up, and then you go up, and then you turn on Chickahominy. And then they let all the kids out on Chickahominy. You get what I'm saying? And that's where, you see what I'm saying? So, so that happened, and then it was like, damn, then we moved to Parkside at the emergency houses, and that's when I saw my first killer.
Okay, hold on. What happened to Bobby though?
They said the Detroit boys came through and he was walking to the, walking from the car to the house. And I like I said, I don't know where, I was young then, but it was a drive-by. And he went out like a gangster. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to his family and all of that. I ain't trying to, but this is what I remember as a kid.
This your testimony.
If I'm wrong, let me know. But from what I remember him. They said he was walking from a car to the apartment and he never made it. The Detroit boys pulled through, and you see what I'm saying? Like, that's what I remember. Like I said, if I'm wrong, I stand to be corrected. So after that, I violated my probation.